Hi gang, it's Bobby from Bobby's Cozy Kitchen again. Day 2 of the Vlog Every Day in June challenge. If you saw yesterday, Christy from southernplate.com issued a challenge to all food bloggers to vlog every day in June. So this is my second day. I mean, woohoo too. But it's fun, and I'm glad I'm doing it. And I'm hoping that by the end of the month that I will be a little bit more relaxed and not sound like a complete dork. Although it's kind of hard to hide your true nature. So anyway, you're getting me with ponytail and sweats today. Today was also day 2 of my Get Your Butt on the Treadmill challenge. So yeah, on top of trying to take on vlogging, I'm also trying to take on trying to get back into shape, which I promised myself in January that I was going to do, and it's June. So yeah, I'm a little slow sometimes. But yeah, so you got me. I worked out. I didn't feel like doing my hair, so it's in a ponytail. And it's really freaking cold here in Washington today. So the sweats are the uniform of the day. Oh, somebody texted me. I feel loved. So anyway, doing the challenge and really enjoying it. Got some great feedback on my video yesterday. I was super nervous. So if you haven't seen it, go and see it. Let me know what you think. Be honest, but not maybe too honest, because yeah, I'm a little sensitive at times. But let's see. Let's dive into what the question of the day is. Okay, June 2nd. What was the first recipe you ever posted on your blog, and what made you choose that one? Okay, so if you watched yesterday, you know that my blog didn't start off as Bobby's Cozy Kitchen. It started off as Bobby Renee and Rachel Ray. And for that blog, I was blogging only recipes out of her Rachel Ray 365 no repeats. And in my little mind, I thought, oh, awesome. You know, I can do a recipe every day for a year. Because that was about as far ahead as I planned. You know, didn't see this as anything but kind of a hobby to, you know, take up my time after my surgery and everything. And also thought that it would be like super fun and easy to blog every day. Yeah, not so much. But I did. I only did recipes out of her cookbook. You know, little twists here and there, maybe, you know, if I didn't have a recipe or an ingredient, because I was notorious for, I have severe ADD. So, and you'll probably realize that after you watch these videos, because I jump all over the place. A lot of time there's no method to my madness. It's just kind of one of those, I'm doing something and then, oh, look at the kitty, and I'm over there. So, when I read a recipe, I have to be like make myself read that recipe several times, because I've been known to read a recipe 2 or 3 times, write down the ingredients, get to the store, come home, sit down to start making said recipe, and I'm missing ingredients. And you know how I missed, I swear, you know, I'm like in the back of my head, I'm like, there's little gremlins that are sneaking those ingredients in on me after the fact, because I know they weren't there when I read the recipe. But so yeah, a lot of my tweaks were me kind of going, oh crap, I don't have that ingredient. Let's search online what I can substitute and go from there, which kind of was helpful in getting to where I am now, because you know, those are kind of, some of those substitutions are things now that I know off the top of my head that I can use. Also, I get a lot of people, hello my Facebook fans, that send me messages saying, you know, oh my gosh, I'm making a recipe, you know, what can I substitute? I'm missing this or I'm missing that. And I always feel horrible when they message me and I haven't gotten back on, you know, in a couple hours or overnight or whatever. Then I'm like, I hope your meal turned out okay. But, you know, that helps me too, because, you know, then I learn even more from what, you know, they forgot or missing or whatever. So anyway, backtracking again, ADD. My first recipe, and I will put the link somewhere. I'm not exactly sure how to do clickable links yet on YouTube. I promise, I solemnly swear that by the end of June, I will have this figured out. Maybe. No, I will. 30 days. 30 days, I should be able to do this. So, like, when you, like, see the little cool, like, words scrolling across the screen and clickable links, yeah, that should be me, hopefully. But for right now, I'll put it in the description of the video, and you can go check out the photo on my blog and then laugh really, really hard because it's, like, horrible. But I did a recipe for what Rachel Ray called scramble witches, which basically is a scrambled egg sandwich with ham and cheese. I figured, hey, I can handle that, no problem. So yeah, that was my first recipe. And it's funny to look back at that and then look forward, because I'm so hard on myself. I don't know if I'm sure there's a lot of other people out there that are like me that, you can see something that you do and immediately see what's wrong with it. So I tend to never be satisfied with what I do. I'm always like, oh, I could have done that different, or I could have done that better, or, stuff like that. So, even with my photography now, I've always feel like it's kind of hit and miss. I never know what's going to happen. And so I pick it apart. But yeah, if I ever really want to be humbled, all I have to do is go back to those old photos. And there's even one, and it's viral on Pinterest. I mean, it still will pop up and have its day where I'm just like, wow, I can't believe there's that many people that really want to look at that photo. But I took the photo on a paper plate, people. Like, seriously? Yeah, there was like no styling, no props, nothing. It was on a countertop on a paper plate with my old point and shoot camera. But yeah, it's like, it gets a lot of love on Pinterest. But yeah, I've come a long way since then. And if you had told me back then that you could actually make a job out of food blogging, I probably would have laughed, because what? And I had been blogging for a few months when a friend of mine from high school that we reconnected on Facebook, and she saw that I was blogging, and she sent me a message, and she was like, you have a really good voice, which at that point I didn't even know what that meant, and you could make money doing this. And I was like, what? Seriously? How the heck would you do that? So she pointed me into the direction of some conferences and some online resources. And even at that, it took me, I want to say probably, like I said yesterday, as of last month, I've had Bobby's Cozy Kitchen for 4 years, and really, really, really haven't looked at it as a quote unquote job until the last 2 years, and taken it seriously and looked at it as like, okay, I have to put my time in. I can't just be like, okay, yeah, I don't really feel like doing that today, I'll do it tomorrow. So it's been interesting to see that change in me. And now I love it. And I mean, there can be days where I work 12 hours, and that's the thing that kind of blows about working for yourself. But again, like I said, I always see what I'm doing wrong and what I could change and what I could do better. So, I always feel like if I walk away from the computer, there's that little voice in the back of the head going, well, you could be doing this, or you could be doing this, or, whatever. So it gets a little hard for me to walk away. But I'm really glad that she asked this question, because it was really interesting to go back and look at those first recipes and think about who I was and where my mindset was at the time when I started. So this is my second day. I hope that I'm still semi-interesting, and that you're enjoying what you see, and that you'll keep coming back for more. And if you guys have any questions that you want to ask me, feel free. I mean, you can leave them here. You can, find me on Facebook, Bobby's Cozy Kitchen. I'm on Twitter. I'm all over the place. So you can find me if you search me. And, send me a message, send me a question, whatever you would like to see, let me know, because I would really love to hear from you guys. So I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.